got the classic, the spooktacular classic, Hollow Gate for anybody who cares. There's the front.
Oh, you bought this?
There's the side. There's the inside. So, Hollow Gate, what's it about? It's about a kid who, he's a real dildo and his father knows it. This kid hates Halloween for some reason, and it just pisses his dad off. He's trying to throw a nice Halloween party to get everybody to, have a good time and have fun, but his son's just a little fucking piece of shit. And instead of smacking him in the mouth, he'll do what any dad does, just go into another room and start drinking. Unfortunately, the dad had enough when the son just can't bob for apples. He's just splashing around in the fucking bucket like an asshole. So, you know what? Fuck this, the dad says. And he starts to drown this little motherfucker in the apple bucket.
That's why God made fathers. That's why God made fathers.
That's right. So the mom comes up and unfortunately saves the kid. And then 10 years later, we see this kid looking a lot older than he should. And he's a gas station attendant. And it's Halloween night. And some people are giving him a little guff. So he blows their fucking car up. And then 2 years later, he looks about the same age. And he orders a bunch of costumes to be delivered to his house. A group of kids, they're traveling on their way to a Halloween party. They stop at a gas station to drink beer and eat meatball sandwiches or submarine sandwiches. And they just happen to look across the street and say, "Hey, there's a costume store there. Let's go in there and see what's going on." So they do, and one of the girls finds this $7 wig she really likes. Unfortunately, they don't have the $7 to pay for the wig.
Hmm.
So the flamboyant man who runs the costume shop, he says, "Hey, there's a delivery that needs to be made. If you make this delivery for me, you can have the $7 wig." Okay. But that fucking nut lives up there, Joe. But that fucking nut lives up there. So the rest of the movie is just him changing costumes and acting like a fucking nut, killing these people. And that's the movie. Uh,
I just want to say, flamboyant or not, that's no way to run a business. You can't just trust strangers to actually deliver that shit. They're gonna get that shit and the wig and not deliver it.
that's right. Uh, there's one. I can't even say it's a cool kill. The guy just fucking he can't act and he looks like an asshole when he gets an axe stuck in his head. So that shit's pretty funny because he just looks like a fucking dickhead. He doesn't know what to do. The main reason to watch this movie is for the killer just acting like a nut, which he does sometimes. Like, when he's acting like a fucking nut, he's acting like a fucking nut, and it's pretty funny. But, everything else is just kinda, "Oh, yeah, whatever." Like, it's a little spooktacular, but the back half of the movie, they're just kinda romping around his property trying not to be killed. It's a kinda lame, kinda tame horror movie, slasher movie, but, around Halloween time, it's okay, and the guy acts like a fucking nut, and that shit's pretty good, but I don't think I would watch it again.
But you bought it.
I
Where
did.
from?
I got this from Texas Frightmare Weekend at the Terror Vision table.
Ah,
Yeah, this is one of the movies from Best of the Worst. So when I come across those, I try and pick them up, and it was all right. That guy's funny. It's worth a watch around Halloween time for that dude acting like a nut and the fucking dad trying to drown the kid in a bucket for being a fucking dildo. But I mean, there's not really much here to go back and, you know, for the 3 people who this was their jam when they were 7, I mean, it's a solid Blu-ray release, but I was good with the one watch. I got my entertainment value out of it. I'm sure someone up there will pick it up and everything will be right with the world.